Jolan Troon, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy and another video before the next arc starts. And that means, as I promised, that I will talk a little bit more about stuff that is important for beginners. So for people that just joined the game or are in general playing the game for the first time. And today I want to answer a question that I get regularly. And that is, how can I get independent credits? Independent credits are something you need for certain offices. There are independent offices like Khan and the other Augments and other independent offices that require those independent credits. At the moment I cannot upgrade any of those, but for example Grush would need them, Seashare would need them, and as I said, Nero, not Nero, Khan would need them, and for those you have to collect those independent credits. And when you start the game, it's a little bit difficult to do though. And once you get into the augment space, that yellow space here, and are working with the botany bay, you are collecting data here that you can see. Then the whole thing starts with the independent credits to really get started, because you can get independent credits in your augment faction. In my case, it's a little bit different now, because you see there's nothing left in my augment store, because Scopely did make our lives a bit easier with the new independent archives. But before you have finished everything in the independent archives, you will find some chests for independent credits here, depending on your player level and on your augment reputation. You know that the augment faction works with reputation as well. I made a video on that early on this channel, so there you can see my store if you want to recheck that one. And later on, and that makes your life much easier, it goes much easier because, or I can just enter it from here. When you have the independent archives and have upgraded that, you see that I maxed everything for the available ships here in the archives. I can just claim the stuff every day from this, and that's all. I don't have to collect data anymore, except there's a special event for that, because I finished the botany bay, and via this I will get independent credits every day. As you can see here, I get 100 independent credits every day via this claim. But there are other sources, and one of them is also another faction, that because you can also get independent credits via the augment faction if you have certain that I must have done this via research. Then you get this here as well. If I'm wrong with the research, by the way, it's so long ago. Sometimes there are a few things where I need the help of other experienced players. When I did this a long time ago, it's sometimes hard to remember, how did I do that? Why is it there? And so I guess it was via territory reputation, not territory reputation, but rogue reputation, not reputation. I already filmed a lot of videos on reputation today. So research, not reputation. And via rogue research, if it was something else, please let me know. But I think it was via rogue research. And there's another source that is there at the moment, fortunately, when I'm filming this, because we have one event at the moment that is coming regularly, which is another source, or another possible source for independent credits, and that's the return of the Mega Cube. Because here you can exchange exchange your event rewards, the Borg War funds, also for independent credits. So if you are in dire need and there's nothing else that you need more urgently from this event store, you can also get independent credits here. So you have 3 in-game sources to do that. Of course, there are regularly offers in the Scopely shop as well. I never bought independent credits or something related to that there, but it does exist, so I have to mention that. But my 3 sources would be the Augment faction, the Rogue faction, and the Mega Cube event once a month if I really was in big need. I'm in need at the moment, but not in big need, so I will not spend it on independent credits here. Nevertheless, that is another way of getting them. And if you really want to work on some officers that need independent credits, that might be a good place for you to get some as well. If you are especially on lower levels where you are really working on your officers because you need them stronger to achieve something, and you don't have the archives in the position where I have it now. And there it might, I don't say you should do it, but I said it might sometimes be a good idea to get some independent credits from the Mega Cube event as well. Independent credits are quite important for some officers, and especially officers that you want to have on a higher tier, like Khan, for example, because for certain crews, at least later in the game, if you're still on a lower level, when you are dealing with chimeras, with silent enemies, maybe, not the silent enemies, I mean the Krenim with chimeras, you will want to have Khan on a higher level. For mission bosses, you know my mission boss crew videos probably, you will need Khan on a higher level. And so it is really important to be able to upgrade him as soon as you have the shards for him. And so you will want to have independent credits. And those are the regular sources I use with all the new stuff in there. I'm not so sure if they're not only now, if they're also now on some of the newer factions, because I haven't checked that if they are in the Section 31. I don't remember that, or in the Terran faction, but don't think so. In the X-Borg, there might be a way as well somewhere, but I haven't checked that either. So you might want to have a look in the X-Borg faction as well. I don't remember that, but could be, because there's so much new stuff, and unfortunately, the things that Scopely posted on its help shift haven't been updated in ages. I mean, the information on independent credits on the Scopely help shift is kind of last updated 600 days ago. So it's almost 2 years. And so that's not a help for finding everything. And remembering everything you see in the game is sometimes a little bit hard. So I gave you my main sources today. If there are any additional sources, please write it in the comments below the video and on Discord. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.